In this tip of the day, let's take a look at a very powerful CAD feature that's only available within all OneCNC expert systems as well as Part Modeler, and that's the ability to easily create 2D prints from 3D geometry. Now in this example, we're starting off with a solid model. Let's head down here to the lower left-hand corner, select Pages. From there, we're going to create a brand new page. Now I'm going to use this template called ANSI B. I'll click OK to that. And the first thing I want to do is start creating different views of our solid model. I'm going to select top view. Once I left click, OneCNC gives us a nice preview of that view. I'm going to select place view on page, and I'm going to snap that right about there. How about a front view? Let's go with front view, place view on page, and I'm going to snap it right about there. How about an isometric view? That looks great. We'll select place on page, and let's put that right about there. I think that looks good. Now, another very important thing to point out is that you can easily switch back and forth between model space and page space just by clicking on these arrows down here. In fact, within model space, why don't we quickly create a chamfer? Let's go to Model Tools, and let's select a chamfer, and let's make that 125 thousandths. I'm going to quickly just left-hand click the top and bottom of each of those holes, and then right-hand mouse click. Let's go back into our page space. Let's launch our Pages menu and select Update Page. And watch what happens. Notice how all the drawings now have been updated with that chamfer. Very easy. All right, now let's create another view. How about a right view? That looks good. Place view on page. I'm going to place it right about there. Now, if you want to, you can, of course, manipulate the geometry. Why don't we select this geometry? Just going to drag a window around it. Let's go to rotate. I'm going to rotate right there. Of course, you can type in an angle, but I'm just going to use the compass to quickly snap 90 degrees. While this is still selected, let's go to move. Let's grab the geometry there and pull it over right about there. How simple is that? Very, very easy. All right, now let's add some dimensions. Let's head over to the Command Manager, go into Dimensions, Horizontal Dimension, and all I'm doing here is I'm just left-hand mouse clicking on the geometry. Let's create another horizontal dimension here. That looks great. How about some vertical dimensions? We're going to left click, grab the dimension and place it right about there. Left click, and let's place that one right there. How about a diametrical dimension? Let's select diametrical dimension, left click that circle and pull the dimension where we want it. Let's do a radial dimension now. Left click on the radius, pull up the dimension where you want to place it and left click. Now, if you want, you can also add geometry. For example, I'm going to create a line. I'm going to reference off of that line. Let's pull that line right about there. I think that looks great, so we're going to go back into dimensions, and now let's demonstrate using the angle dimension. We're going to left click, and let's pull that dimension right about there. All right, so this has been a quick overview of the OneCNC Pages command, only available within the OneCNC expert systems and Part Modeler. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.